welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to do a review against two eyeshadow palettes. The first palette is the JUVIA'S The Violets eyeshadow palette against Violet Voss Sweet Violets. Just because they are kind of similar in their color stories, so I thought it'd be neat to kind of do a review and do some swatches and see how they compare. So if you want to keep watching, stay tuned. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Click the notification bell and give this video a thumbs up if you seem to like it. Okay, so let's begin. So these are the two eyeshadow palettes that I will be comparing. The packaging is gorgeous. Their lettering is embossed, which gives it that good quality aspect of it. It is 6 pans only, which is pretty nice. There's no mirror, so there's also no names to the eyeshadow palettes. So nowhere on the back either. But they do have on their website referencing each of these eyeshadows. First shade, which is this one here. This one is a metallic amethyst purple with plum shimmer. This one here is a metallic dark pewter with silver and violet shimmer. This one here is a matte deep plum with blue undertones. This one here is a metallic light violet shimmer. This one here is a metallic iridescent pink with purple undertones. And the last one is a matte pastel lavender. And definitely this is a palette that you can take on the go because it's small. I mean, it's about the size of my palm, so it'll fit in your purse or backpack. So it's a good palette on the go. So I will be giving you some swatches on this, so I'll kind of scoot over a little bit so that you can see the swatches. Yeah, they're beautiful, very pigmented, different purple variations, so you can definitely make a variety of different eye looks with this. Yeah, it's really pretty. So those are the swatches. Alright, so let's move on to the Sweet Violet palette. So this is a Sweet Violet palette. First impressions on it, it's very pretty, cute packaging for sure. And that the name Sweet Violets is embossed. So yeah, it's a pretty combination, purples, lavenders, and pinks. So this one here does come with a mirror. As you can see, it does come with a mirror there. And this one has 10 pans, which is a bit more compared to the 6 pan. So this one here retails for $18, and I found this one. I purchased this one from the Sephora website, but I believe you can also get this on her, you can get it on her website, which I believe is shopvioletvoss.com. So this one's got an interesting color story. It's so a different variety. So this one's got mattes, creamy foils, metallics, and satin sheens. I mean, you can definitely tell which ones are the sheens because they've got that shine in there, that sparkle, and definitely you can tell that this one is the creamy foil. Yeah, so interesting color story. So I'll show you the swatches on this one so you can see that as well. So I'll kind of scoot over so you can see them. Yeah, these are beautiful beautiful colors. I like how they all kind of seem to work with each other. Just the colors. I mean, they're all kind of pastel-y looking, but also vibrant. Very pretty. Yeah. So I thought about doing a comparison between the two palettes and kind of matched the closest colors in each of the palettes that kind of resemble each other. They're not exactly, but I tried my best to pair them up to the closest match that I could find. So I'll show you the swatches here. So as you can see, I mean, like the very first the top one, you can definitely tell, I mean, the top one is the Sweet Violet. The second one underneath from the top one is the Violets from Juvia's Place, and so forth. And the other two, of course, the third one would be the Sweet Violet, and the Violets is that light pink one underneath, and so forth. So those were the closest match that I can find between them two. So, I mean, definitely there is a variation. Seems like to me that the Violets from Juvia's Place, in that even though the color stories might be very close, their palette is a bit darker. Versus the Sweet Violet, which has more of lighter colors, more pinkish colors. Also the vibrancy is more, I think, in my opinion, pastel-y looking. Yeah, sort of pastel, sort of pastel looking. So yeah, so now you're wondering, okay, so what are your thoughts on it? Well, I can't really give you my thoughts yet until I actually do a little tutorial on each. I'll do a little look on each of them, and I'll let you know as I'm trying them on what my thoughts are on it. And then I'll give you a final conclusion on which one I would buy, or if I would buy both of them if I had the money. Alright, so if you're ready for the quick makeup look on each of the palettes, then stick around. Okay, so I'm back and I do have my eyes prepped, and the very first palette I'm going to try on is the Violets from Juvia's Place. So the colors that I will be using for this quick look will be this one here, this one, and this one. So I'll put this one on my crease, this one on the lid, and this one on the outer corner. So let's begin. So far, so good. No patchiness. Blending very well. Pigmentation is good. So this one does have some metallicness. So it's described as a metallic amethyst purple with plum shimmer. Definitely very pretty. Which is a metallic dark pewter with silver and violet shimmer. Very pretty. It's coming out pretty metallic. Okay, so yeah, the combinations, pretty nice. They definitely work with each other, the colors. So let me finish up this look and then let you know my thoughts on the performance on the eyeshadows. Okay, so I'm back with the completed look. This is very pretty. I think it's the shades, the color story is definitely a bit darker than the Violet Voss. I mean, the colors were easy to blend. They're buildable. And I think you have the best of both worlds there in that palette. You have metallics and you definitely have some mattes in there so that you can mix and match and play with. So I definitely like how this look came out. So I'll give you guys a closer look. So yeah, let's go on with the Violet Voss. Okay, so I'm back for the second look. So this one's going to be with Sweet Violet. And the colors that I'm going to be using are these three down here and then this one here. So I'll use this one as my transition, this one on my lid, this one on the outer corner, and this one on the outer corner as well. Definitely the formula feels a bit easier to, or like it seems lighter. I'm not sure how to explain it. Fluffier. It's kind of easier to work with. Not saying that the JUVIA'S was hard to work with, but the texture definitely feels lighter on this one. Alright, so let's move on to the outer corner. Okay, so this one seems like I have to kind of really dig my brush in there to pick up the color. Kind of almost seems to want to match. Well, because the outer corner is sort of purple. But it's more like a deep purple, and this one here has got some pink. So I think that's what kind of differentiates it. Very pretty though. Alright, and I'm going in with this last color on the outer corner, which is this one here. Alright, so let me wrap up this eye look and I'll come back with the final look. Okay everyone, so I'm back with the completed look on the Sweet Violet. What do I think? I think the eyeshadows are beautiful. They were easy to work with, blendable. I like the texture, they felt really light. Almost fluffy like consistency. Yeah, so I really like that. Made it that much easier to work with. Not saying that the JUVIA'S was hard to work with. These are just, the texture is just different. But yeah, they're very bright, vibrant as well. So I'm sure you want to know what my final thoughts are. Okay, so here it goes. So I'm thinking based on the experience of trying both of them out. If this one's got 6 pans, this one's got 10. The pans are larger on these than these here. The colors in this palette here are also darker. The colors on this palette here are more vibrant, in my opinion, more colorful. They're not as deep in color as the violets is. So if I had to choose between them, I think I would, if I had the money, I would buy both of them. But if I had to choose just one, I would go with the Sweet Violet. And the reason why is because there's 10 pans, which equals more variety. There's so more colors to play with. And also I think it's got a good combination where even though they're lighter, I do see 2 or 3 colors there that are dark that you can play with to kind of darken your look if you're looking for something of a darker look. That's what I'm thinking. So, but even though this one is still very pretty, so there's days when I would like a really deep dark color, then I'd go for this one. But if I had to choose one where I just could only take one, I'd probably take this one because it has both. So yeah, those are my thoughts. But I do like how both looks came out on each of the palettes. The color stories on each of the palettes are beautiful. It's just a preference. And then, you know, my thought on if I had to just choose one, that's the one I would pick. So yeah, so that concludes my review and my thoughts. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Click the notification bell so you can be alerted when I upload new videos. And if you like this review, this video, please give it a thumbs up. So until then, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon in a different video. Bye.